So excited for being here and for the opportunity to speak to you right now. And I want you to think about your goals, and I want you to think about living your legacy. I have my children in back of me. I have 5 boys and 5 girls. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. I took him seriously. But I want you to think about your goals and dreams, because Omega Pro allows you to live your legacy. It allows you to have a greater impact. And I want you to write some things down. As you think about your goals and dreams, I want you to think about a personal goal. I want you to think about your financial goal. And I want you to think about your social contribution. You're in the right place at the right time. You got great leadership, and Andreas and Mike. And this is an opportunity for you to begin to really impact not just your life and your family's life, but people around the world. And so as you think about your goals and dreams, I want you to think about your personal. My first personal goal was to buy my mother a home. Many of you are familiar with my story. I was born in an abandoned building on a floor in a poor section of Miami, Florida called Liberty City. And my twin brother and we were taken in as foster kids, and then we were adopted. I'm here because of 2 women. One gave us life, and the other one gave us love. I always love to say that God took us out of my biological mother's womb and placed us in the heart of our adopted mother. And so I want you to think about someone that you love, that you like to do something for. I wanted to get a home for my adopted mother. I feel like Abraham Lincoln, who said, all that I am and all that I ever hope to be, I owe to my mother. And so that was a goal of mine, and I achieved that goal. And I want to share with you how, when you think about somebody that's special to you, how you can use Omega Pro and do that as well. And I want you to think about your financial freedom number. You know, people say money won't make you happy, but those are the people who just never had any. I like something that one person said, that money can't make you happy, but it can make a big down payment. I used to be so broke, I walked past a bank and tripped the alarm. But as you look at your goals, look at who you want to begin to manifest in terms of being the kind of person to achieve those goals that you envision for yourself. I want you to hold the vision. My favorite book says, I'll give you all your eyes can see. And as you hold that vision, I want you to write this down. Be open to the possibilities, open to the possibilities. That the people that are going to be successful, the people that are going to live their dreams rather than their fears, and God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power and of love and of sound mind, are the people who are open to the possibilities that Omega Pro will help them to begin to do that. There's a system. People talk about the secret to success. No, there's a system to success, and it works if you work the system. And so when you think about your goals and dreams, you're not in this by yourself. You got the support. You've got experienced leadership with integrity, and you have people who have a vested interest in your winning. So think about your goals and dreams, and I want you to expand them. I've found that most people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss. Most people fail in life because they did what I did, aim too low and hit. I didn't do what I'm doing now for 14 years. And now as I look at my life, I'm on February the 17th, I'll be 76. I used to think people in their 40s were old. Now that I'm 75 and be 76, I feel like I was a waiter at the Lord's Supper. Oh my God, who does that? My goodness. But as you look at yourself and look at your goals, You can do more than you can ever begin to imagine. I want you to think about the movie and the play Lion King. Simba, you're more than that which you have become. And one of the great things about Omega Pro, it's going to bring that greatness out of you. It's going to bring a hunger out of you to do more, to have more, and to experience more. Here's something else. When you think about your goals and dreams, master the technology. This is new technology that gives you a competitive advantage that allows people to create their own personal economy. There are people who are waiting and cringing on jobs that will not come back. Over 47 million jobs will be eliminated just in the United States alone. And when you look at it globally, it's a brand new day. This is the age of the entrepreneur. Take the time to learn this technology and to master it. It works if you work it. Now, here's something I can share with you. If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you're willing to learn groundbreaking technology that allows you to become financially free, that allows you to live your dreams rather than your fears, that allows you to take charge of your future, the possibilities are unlimited. Take the time to learn. This is the era of what Peter Drucker called the era of the 3 C's: accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and tremendous competition. And here's something else. Expand your vision of what's possible for you. You're in the right place at the right time. You've got the tools, you've got the leadership, you've got technology that gives you a competitive advantage. Think about that. And the people that will make it happen, make it work, because it works if you work it, are the people that are hungry. Yes. People that are hungry are relentless. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry, they continue to move forward. They ignore the naysayers. See, most people are living their fears rather than their dreams because they are distracted by what I call weapons of mass distraction. When I told my brothers and sisters that I wanted to buy our mother a home, and they said, "Oh, we can't do that, Leslie." They weren't mean, but living in a culture where we're being marginalized, it shrunk our vision of ourselves. But I was hungry, and people that are hungry have breakthrough thinking. I know some of you are hungry. Somebody said, "I'm starving." Oh, behave. Hello. I can feel you up in here, up in here. So as you think about your goals and dreams, expand your vision. You can do more than you can ever begin to imagine. This is groundbreaking technology that's providing the tools for you. When you master this, it's going to change everything for you. Everything is going to change in your life. And financial freedom, oh my goodness. I'm sharing with you what I know. You'll be able to get a good night's sleep, and you'll be able to help a lot of people and help yourself. And so this is a time. This is your moment. You made the right move by aligning yourself with this company. I'm getting all my children involved. Don't get them involved so I get them out my pocket. Oh, behave. Hello. Whatever. So as you think about your goals and dreams, yes, be open to the possibilities. Master the technology and expand your vision in terms of how you see yourself, and work on yourself. Develop a ritual. When I first get up in the morning, I recite a scripture. All things work together for good for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. And then I recite an affirmation that I have. I want you to write it down. Lord, whatever I face today, together you and I can handle it. Lord, whatever I face today, together you and I can handle it. And then I write down 7 things that I'm grateful for. 7 things. I want you to do that. First of all, that I'm still here and I woke up in my right mind. That's a wonderful thing. Listen, I was thinking and reflecting, preparing a presentation for you when I went to see Dr. Alfred Golson. He was a very famous oncologist and had a weird sense of humor. And he said, "Mr. Brown," I said, "Yes, sir. You have 4th stage prostate cancer. Your PSA is 2,400. I said, "What's PSA?" He said, that stands for prostate specific antigen. He said, 1 to 4 is normal. Yours is 2,400. I said, "Is there anything else?" "Yes, and the cancer's metastasized to 7 areas of your body." Wow. He said, "Why are you smiling?" I said, "Man, 7 is my lucky number. Whoa! I'm one of 7 children. I was born February the 17th. Naaman dipped himself in the river Jordan 7 times. Joshua marched around the walls of Jericho 7 times. 7 is my lucky number." He looked at his nurse and said, "This is a strange one." I said, "Can you give me a second opinion?" He said, "Yes. And you're ugly too." I said, "You didn't just call me ugly, did you?" He said, "Yes, I did also." "Oh my God, help me, Lord, this man is crazy." He said, "But you got this. I determined the diagnosis. You and God determines the prognosis." I never tell any of my patients they're terminally ill. What I say is that my knowledge, my abilities, and my skills have terminated. Now you and God got to work this thing out. Whoa, that was an interruption. And that startled me. See how people live their lives as a result of the story they believe about themselves. Most people think that cancer is a death sentence. That was 29 years ago. When I left his office as a result of how he spoke to me, that I didn't have a heart full of fear. I had a heart full of faith. Most people in a fearful situation, they forget everything and run. But there's some people who face everything and rise. And that's why you're here. You're betting on you. You're investing on you. You're taking a chance on you. And you made the right decision. You made the right decision. And so when you think about your goals and dreams, you got to be hungry. Got to be steadfast. You got to be willing to stay the course. Things are going to happen like the technical problems that we had earlier. That's a part of the process. Why? I don't know. Before an airplane takes off, guess what they tell you? Fasten your seatbelt because we're going to have some technical problems. We might before we reach a comfortable altitude. Yes, it's called life. It's called this thing that Forrest Gump talked about. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's all I got to say about that. So when you think about your goals and dreams, stuff's going to happen. Life is full of interruptions and transformation that you have to go through to accommodate the interruptions and to keep moving in the direction of your goals and your dreams. Most people during interruptions, they stop when things don't work out the way that they want them to work out and turn around and go back. No, when things happen, and they're going to happen, think it not strange that you face the fiery furnaces of this world. You will, not you might, you will have tribulations. See, what you want to do when the interruptions take place is what took place today. You keep moving in the direction of your dream. You might change your approach, but don't change your decision. You made the right decision. You're at the right company. You've got new technology that has never been here before that will give people a chance to control their future and to control their financial beginnings and the ability to handle things in their community and their family and to live a life that will outlive them. Here's something else that's very important right now. Give your all. I like something that A.L. Williams said. He said, all you can do is all you can do. And all you can do is enough. But make sure you do all you can do. See, you don't want to half step now. You want to go all out, create a list of people that you're going to communicate with above and beyond your friends and your family. Practice what I call the 3-yard rule. I built an organization over 100,000 people. You know what I did? People always ask, how did you do that? I talked to anybody that got within 3 feet of me. You did? Yes. Why? I was hungry. I was hungry. When you got 10 children, 15 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandsons, you do that too. People that are not doing that, they have skinny waistlines and small little children who don't grow much because of lack of food. Oh, behave, whatever. Yes, I was hungry. Anybody got within 3 feet of me, I talked to them and I asked them, do you or anyone you know that's looking for an opportunity to become financially independent, to be able to control their financial future, to do something different, to transform their lives and transfer themselves out of the job where they are? And some people will say yes, and most people will say no. Why? I don't know. You know, it's easy to find pigeons if you go outside and look right now, but eagles, it's going to take a minute to find some eagles. Eagles are people who will make the commitment, who will show up on the phone and participate and learn and master this state-of-the-art technology and transform their lives and your life in the process as well. This is an incredible time. This is a golden age. In spite of the pandemic. See, when we look at the pandemic, that a lot of people, and I believe in keeping social distancing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not coming out the house till 2027. I'm just joking, but I'm serious. But I keep social distancing. My grandchildren came over and they were looking, hi, Papa. And I'm looking down the steps. I say, hi. They said, can we come up? I said, no, you can't come up. These little children, they carry stuff. I ain't taking no chance. I'm not trying to make God work overtime. So anyhow, that now, this is a time that people are being distracted. And there's a saying that opportunity knocks on every door. No. Opportunity stands by silently, waiting for you to recognize it. To recognize it. You recognize this opportunity, this technology that will help create millionaires. The people who master it, the people who are patient, the people that are persistent, the people that are hungry, the people that are unstoppable, the people who have decided, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's you. That's why you're watching me right now. That's who you are. You were born to be rich. You are a masterpiece because you're a piece of the master. You were chosen out of 400 million sperm. God had something in mind for you. And that was not just to survive and work on a job where they pay you just enough to keep you from quitting, and you work just hard enough to keep from being fired. That's a lifestyle of mediocrity. A job. The journey of the broke. There's something in you that says, I want more. And you deserve it. Simba, you are more than that which you have become. You are more than that which you have become. And you know it. And that's why you said yes to Omega Pro. You said, yes, I'm ready, Lord. Yes. Who will go for me? I will. Yes. And so as you do that, as you think about that, write this out. The people that are going to be successful in this era where we are the people that are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. I'm going to repeat that again. The people that are going to be successful, I'm thinking about Mike Sims. He's strange. He stopped making phone calls and looking at television for a year. And then during that time, that's called discipline. Most people won't do that. He became a millionaire because he was singly focused. The people that are going to become successful are the people are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. What is it that most people won't do? Tune out the distractions. Turn off the television. Yes, keep thine eyes single. Discipline yourself to do that which moves your life in the right direction. I don't take a phone call unless it's positive, unless it's purposeful, unless it's productive, and unless it's profitable. There's no time to play around. This is a serious time that we're in. Great opportunities available right now for the people that are focused. I don't talk to people when I look at my phone. If it's not a positive telephone call, I'm not going to take it. If it's not purposeful, it's not going in the direction where I'm going, I'm not going to take it. If it's not productive, I'm not going to take it. And if it's not profitable, I'm not going to take it. See, this is the time you got to be different. Einstein said, the thinking that has brought me this far has created some problems that this thinking can't solve. You don't want to operate and you can't get things done in 21 with the same thinking and behavior that you had in 2020. No, this is a whole different level of living that requires new tools, new thinking, and new behavior. This is where you are right now. You were chosen. See, it's an interesting thing. See, most people are conditioned to think in terms of a job. A job is what you get paid for. You answered the call. A calling is what you're made for. And when you think about that you are going to help families, you're going to save lives. There are people in a dark place right now, feel hopeless and powerless, and they're full of fear. And when they hear you speak, and when you present this opportunity and let them know that they are now a part of a system that will help them to achieve their goals and their dreams and extract them from living a life of fear. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit and power and of love and of sound mind. You can't have a sound mind when you're fearful, when you're running scared. And so people who are looking for jobs and a stimulus handout, that stuff is not going to happen. No. And even if it does, it's not enough. The people who decide, I want more. And I know that's you. That's why you said yes. The people that are willing to bet on themselves. And I know that's you. And that's why you said yes. You want more. And you're willing to create it. See, Omega Pro was created for people who want to create their own future. The future belonged to those who create it. And that's what you're doing now. You're creating your own future. And that people that do that, they are hungry. What do you mean by that? I start thinking about some defining moments in my life. When I was in the 5th grade, I was labeled educable mentally retarded. And I was put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade. And I failed again when I was in the 8th grade in Miami, a very poor area called Overtown. And I was labeled educable mentally retarded. My twin brother went on. He was very smart. Now, I went in this teacher's class, and he was very much like Andreas and Mike. They are motivators extraordinaire. He said, young man, I want you to go before the class, and I want you to work this problem out for me. And I said, sir, I can't do that. I'm just here to see MacArthur Stevens. He said, I want you to do it anyhow. I said, I can't, sir. He said, why not? I said, I'm not one of your students. And then the other students interrupted, saying, he's Leslie. He's got a twin brother, Wesley. Wesley's smart. He's DT. And he asked, what's DT? And they said, he's the dumb twin. And they all started laughing at me. And he looked at me and I said, I am, sir. And he came from behind his desk and he said, don't you ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Do you hear me? I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. On one hand, I was humiliated, but on the other hand, I was liberated. He looked at me with the eyes of Goethe. He said, look at a man, the way that he is, he only becomes worse, but look at him as if he were what he could be. Then he becomes what he should be. My mother said, sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. But words can hurt, and very deeply. But I'd grown accustomed to being the dumb twin, and I believe that, and I start living from that place, and my grades reflected it. Faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing, even if it's a lie. And so when you live in a culture where you've been marginalized, where you've been told that you can't make it, that it destroys your sense of self and your incentive and your initiative and your ambition, you don't even realize how it has impacted you, and it limits your vision of yourself. And one of the great things about Omega Pro is that you want to get into a ritual of listening to motivational messages on a regular basis. I do it now. Why? You're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach. I learned from Andreas and from Mike Mims. Why? Because Sims, because it expands my mind. I'm thinking about finishing strong. What does the next chapter of my life look like? And that's what many people are now reflecting on their lives, because the pandemic virus has affected us in a way that we've never been affected before. And so now you are giving people hope. When there's hope in the future, that gives you power in the present. There are families waiting for you, families that want to feed their children and themselves and want to live their dreams rather than their fears. And you, when you speak, if they're in a dark place, you'll bring them out into the light. When you speak, you will interrupt the conversation they have about themselves, of being powerless and helpless and can't make it. You will knock that out, because you got a system and technology, cutting edge, that if they're willing to learn, that can change the course of their lives. What a mighty God we serve. You're in the right place at the right time. Whoa, look at God. Oh, behave. You make me Randy, baby. And so as you look at yourself and look at your goals and your dreams, you have something special. You have greatness in you. I wanted to buy my mother a home. Mr. Washington said, Mr. Brown, what do you want to do with your life? Sir, I told you I want to buy my mother a home. That's what I'm going to do. He said, you got to be hungry. I said, what do you mean by that? People that are hungry are relentless. People that are hungry are persistent. People that are hungry are willing to persevere. I said, sir, I am hungry. People always compared me with my twin brother who's smarter than me, and my sister who graduated from the University of Miami with honors. But I'm going to buy my mother a home, sir. I made a commitment to her. And I said, I'm going to take care of her. She used to work in nursing homes, and she said she never wanted to go to a nursing home. And I told her, she won't. I will be there for her. And he said, how do you plan to do that? I said, I'd like to become a disc jockey. He said, is that right? I said, yes, sir. He said, I trained a young man named Milton Butterball Smith. He's at WMBM radio station. Here's my card. Tell him I recommend you. I went to WMBM radio station, and he said as I was leaving, don't forget, you got to be hungry. I said, I am, sir. I said, hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I like to be a disc jockey. Mr. Washington sent me to you. He said, you have any radio background? I said, no, sir, I don't. You have any experience in broadcasting? I said, no, sir, I don't. He said, I'm sorry, we don't have any job for you. Whoa. Have you ever been jarred with a rejection? I was blown away. I went back and I said, Mr. Washington. He said, no. He said, don't take it personally. He said, most people have to say no 7 times before they say yes. He said, you got to be hungry. Go back again. I went back again. Hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I like to be a disc jockey. I know what your name is. Weren't you here yesterday? I said, yes, sir. Didn't I tell you no yesterday? Yes, sir. Then why are you back today? Well, sir, I didn't know whether or not somebody was laid off or somebody was fired, sir. No one was laid off or fired. Now get on out of here. I came back the next day, talking loud, looking happy, like I was singing for the first time. Hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you? My name is Les Brown, sir. I like to be a disc jockey. He said, weren't you here the last 2 days? I said, yes, sir. Didn't I tell you no the last 2 days? I said, yes, sir. He said, why are you back today? I said, sir, I don't know whether or not someone got sick or someone died, sir. Listen, no one got sick or died. No one was laid off or fired. Now, don't you come back here again. I came back the next day, talking loud, looking happy, like I was seeing you for the first time. Hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you? He looked at me with rage. He said, go get me some coffee. I said, yes, sir. My favorite book says, the greatest among you will be your servant. If you're hungry, you provide more service than you get paid for. When you're hungry, you're willing to find extra ways in which you can create a great customer experience. Get to know them, what their needs are. They can smell residual breath. Let them know that you have an interest in them becoming successful, and you have an answer for them from living a small life. And so I became the errand boy for the disc jockeys. I'd go get their lunch and their dinner, and I'd stand in the control room, memorizing their hand movements on the control boards, knowing my time will come. I want you to expect to be successful, to expect to master this state-of-the-art technology, to expect to live your dreams and to help thousands of people live theirs. Yeah. And so on the weekends, the disc jockeys will come out and their cars will be clean, inside out. Hey, who did this? I did, sir. How much do you charge, young man? Nothing, sir. I just wanted to help out. Wow. See, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. I wanted them to see me as a resource, as a person they can trust, a person that they can rely on. That's how you want to carry yourself. You want to listen. You want to anticipate what people's needs are. You want to be able to speak to where they are, not where you want them to be, what their sweet spot is when you make the presentation. And so they were impressed with that. Hey, listen, Donna Ross and the Supremes are coming to town. The Four Tops and the Temptations. And Gladys Knight and the Pips. I married her. They're coming to town. Here are my car keys. I want you to pick them up and drive them all over Miami Beach to the Fontainebleau Hotel. Take them on a sightseeing tour, then take them to the hotel. I said, it'd be my pleasure, sir. I was driving these entertainers all over Miami Beach. Didn't have any driver's license, but I was driving like I had some. And then one day, It was a Saturday afternoon. A disc jockey by the name of Rockin' Roger was drinking while he was on the air. Rockin' Roger got so drunk he could not complete his show. I was the only one there. And he started to slur his words. And I was walking back and forth, looking at him through the control room window, young, ready, and hungry. I was saying, drink, rock, drink. I don't want going to get him some more if he'd asked me to. And then pretty soon the phone rang. It was the general manager. Hello, young boy, this is Mr. Klein. I said, I know. He said, Rock can't finish his program. I said, I know. He said, would you call one of the other DJs in? I said, yes, sir. I hung the phone up. I said, now he must think I'm crazy. I called my mama and my girlfriend, Cassandra. I said, y'all come out on the front porch and turn on the radio. I'm about to come on the air. I waited for about 20 minutes. I called him back. Mr. Klein, I can't find nobody, sir. He said, young boy, do you not work the controls? I said, yes, sir. He said, go in there, but don't you say nothing here. I said, yes, sir. I hung the phone up. I said, now he must think I'm crazy. I called my mama and my girlfriend, Cassandra. I said, y'all come out on the front porch and turn up the radio. I'm about to come on the air. I put on a fast record by Stevie Wonder, his first record called Fingertips. I said, look out, this is me, LB Triple P, Les Brown, your platter playing papa. There were none before me and there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only. Young and single and love to mingle, certified, bona fide, and indubitably qualified to bring you satisfaction and a whole lot of action. Look out, baby, I'm your love man. I was hungry. People that are hungry are open to the possibilities. People that are hungry will master this breakthrough technology. People that are hungry, they expand their vision of what's possible for them. They have a determination to live full and to die empty and to rob the cemetery of their dreams, of their potential, of their leadership, of their greatness. People that are hungry, they give their all. They go all out. That prospecting becomes their magnificent obsession. People that are hungry, they answer the call. They answer the call on their life. This is a calling. A job is what you get paid for. A calling is what you're made for. This is your time. Great leadership, integrity, experience, knowledgeable, determined to help you win, hungry to help you live your dreams, hungry to help you transform your life and your family's life, and to help you live your legacy. You have something special. You're a masterpiece because you're a piece of the master. And I like to leave this with you. My mother used to love this, and I dedicate this to you as you're open to the possibilities, as you master this technology. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish, or gulf, sickness or pain of body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grin, you besiege and beset it, with the help of God, you'll get it. You have something special. You have greatness within you. Stay hungry. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now. Andreas?
Hey Les, here's the lover. Hey. Appreciate. I cannot stop saying this. Salute, appreciate, and we are so happy for this time, what you gave us today. Thank you, Les. I will give over to Mike because of the connection last time. You guys know each other. I will go over to Mike. Les, salute once more. Thank you. I hope to see you very, very soon and get to the next level. I appreciate it. Over to you, Mike, brother.
It's always good to see Les. And of course, you know the type of impact you had on my life. And definitely look forward to connecting with you again in Atlanta. And just congratulations on your lifetime of service and commitment to going out and helping and inspiring people. I know, again, the impact you made on my life. And, just to have you for about an hour today, just to bless the lives of thousands of people around the world has definitely been impactful. So we appreciate you. I'll be calling you later today, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Socially distanced, but I'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. You made a great impact on my life.
Love you, brother.
You realize. Take care. Bye for now.
Right. So again, it's been a powerful event, online event today, and we're just excited to have everyone from around the world here joining us here on this Omega Pro platform. I apologize a little bit earlier. We had a brief power outage here because of all the energy that's coming from this Zoom today. The power just went out. And so I apologize, but I'm back here. And I'm not going to say much, motivational after Les Brown. He's giving you all enough motivation. I just want all of you to understand the seriousness of the time that we're in here in Omega Pro. All that we have at our fingertips now, the banking system, the trading system, all these things are now coming together to form an even more powerful opportunity for all of you. And just know, as we've proven, that the corporate team at Omega Pro will always do what they said they're going to do, always do. It may be some delays because of, the pandemic or just making sure things are perfect and right for you, but we're always going to deliver on things that we say we're going to do. And so we're super excited about all the systems now that are coming together. Of course, a lot of you had a chance to go see the magnificent offices that we have in Dubai. We've had a chance to meet a lot of you, but over the last 12 months, we've grown tremendously. I would dare to say we're 4 or 5 times larger now as a company than we were this time last year, and that's because of all of you. And so I know I would just admonish everyone to take this opportunity seriously. Build the business through this pandemic, because we know that there's a wealth transfer going on right now all around the world. The world will never go back to the way it was before the pandemic. And here's what I mean by that. Yes, one day we won't be wearing masks, hopefully. Yes, one day we'll be able to see each other and hug again and be in large crowds. But the mindset of everyone in the world is going to be different from this point on. Everyone is going to think differently. And so because of that, you want to make sure that you are thinking differently, that you're doing things differently to position you and your family now in this new world, where we have to function, where we're more aware of what's going on around us. And of course, the financial and wealth transfer that's taking place around the world as well. Make sure that you and your family are in position to take advantage of it. You want to have a seat at the table. And Omega Pro, the opportunity at Omega Pro gives you a seat at the table to be able to leverage and participate in the global financial system. So we're excited about everything. Now, the fun part starts. Going to work on a daily basis, going to work on your dreams every single day. That's what we should all be doing right now, going to work on our dreams every single day. We can be motivated from a Zoom or meeting like this, and we can get off this Zoom and do absolutely nothing. Some people just come to events like this just to get excited. Well, there are a lot of excited people around the world with no results. We want to make sure, you all want to make sure that we go to work after this webinar and go out and share the power of this opportunity and these systems with everyone that we come in contact with. So this time next year could look totally different for you and your family if you take action right now. So I'm excited about the opportunity. I look forward to seeing all of you as soon as we possibly can. Everyone continue to be safe. And I'm going to turn it back over to my partners just to share some more about the banking system to make sure all of you understand the power of this system and you can immediately start taking advantage of it. I'll turn it back over to my partners.
Thank you, Mike, for all that amazing information.